for me, I was always looking. I was like, okay, I know where I'm at. I know where my system's at. I know what I can do. And I know the truth of who I am. And I always looked at, when you look at people, I always see people as a vibrational scale of up and down. And some people have little incompletions in different parts. And I was like, what is that missing piece for me? What is what, there's something that needs a filling in one dimension of my being. What is that? And I kept looking around, and then I heard this name. Well, Dr. Master Shah. I'm like, well, wait, who's that? And then I'm like, wait, no, wait, not who's that? What's coming through him? That's it. I need that. And then I stopped and I was like, okay, perfect. And then I had my friend, tell me about it. And I had another friend even before her who didn't tell me that she also went through it. And I was like, okay, there's signs are lining up. Everything's lining up. I signed up at like 111. And then I was like, okay, perfect. And I started looking at it and I was like, why are we, really seeking these things? And we're seeking whatever is going to add to the full liquidity of our freedom. And for me, I know one of those pieces was I needed the frequencies that were coming through on some level. And so for me, it was really honoring that, okay, Tao Hands was one of those frequencies. Tao Hands and the information coming through was one of those frequencies that was going to add to what I needed at that moment and at the moment. And I was like, okay, I have no problem looking at something and honoring that is going to be one of my puzzle pieces. And when I see that, I take it and I am so driven. I'm like, I have no qualms. I'm like, I'm not going to think about money. I'm not going to think about it. I'm like, I don't care. Give it to me. And it all worked out. It always works out. So, when you see Tao Hands, if you realize that that's one of your tickets to whatever it is you want to create, whether it's an achievement or whether it is a spiritual, mental, or emotional piece in your life, whatever it is, take that and honor it. And you never regret it. You never regret it. There is no misstep when your goal is your freedom. And I saw the transmissions and the frequencies that were coming through. And it was very interesting when you mentioned dance. I always dance and I figure skate, and I noticed it's very interesting. Master Hu talked about the woo world at one point, and I was like, oh my God, the consciousness of ice and the consciousness of woo world, there is a slight difference, but it's so similar. The consciousness of my figure skating and the consciousness of woo world, and I was like, oh my God, there's a similarity there. That it's such a transcendent energy. And I was like, I see where my system is also relating to it on different levels and what I'm getting. And then when I, would go to Kung Fu and I'd go, oh, I'm getting, like I would get the pieces, I get the connection. And for me, it was adding more ahas to the ahas that I had and to the different words for the things that I already knew. And it was great.
Beautiful. Cory, I love your story, Cory. That is the first time hearing about meeting Master Shah. Cory, you just became a Tao Healing Hands practitioner last year. For anyone who is new, how did you enjoy the training part of the program?
I enjoyed the I'm an off and on community person. I like to slip in and slip out, but I enjoyed the unconditional space, and I enjoyed how they allowed me to just be me and come to receive what I came to receive. And there was an honoring of me when I entered that space on all levels, and it made me really excited to be able to honor others who were there too. So I felt that really in my heart.